Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am Ashley. I'm a homeschooling mom with 7 kiddos. Our oldest is going into 8th grade this year, and our ages kind of trickle down all the way to a year old. So I see videos frequently on kind of words or themes of the year, and sometimes those videos are directed more towards calendar years, and sometimes they are directed to homeschool years. I wanted to focus on a specific aspect that maybe needs more work in my life, and to focus more on that as it relates to homeschooling. I mean, I guess I could push that into my personal life, outside of homeschooling. But for right now, I just kind of want to focus on homeschooling and using this word to kind of be in the back of my mind at all times when I make decisions about homeschooling, when I am just going day to day, and really focus on this aspect. Intentional is what I want to focus on for this year, for this homeschool year. Now, this kind of is very broad, but I hope to kind of pick aspects and kind of go day to day. But my hope is that I will always have this word kind of in the back of my mind whenever I am doing things, anything homeschool related. I have 4 different kind of not checkpoints, but 4 different avenues that I want to use this word and kind of better myself and my homeschool in these areas. So the first being not procrastinating with my time. I have mentioned in my New Year's goals video that procrastination was one of the things that I wanted to focus on. And in my update to that video, I mentioned that I was doing very well with it. I was really kind of focusing on that, and whenever I felt kind of like I was procrastinating, or I was kind of just letting something go and I'll do it later, I would kind of snap back and be like, wait, that is what I wanted to work on. Let me just do what I need to do and feel better about it. So, pushing that into homeschool, I mean, that was a goal for homeschool as well as just life in general. But as far as relating to homeschool, not procrastinating with my plans. So if I have something that I say, yes, we're going to do this on Monday, and I tell my kids, yes, we're going to do this on Monday. We're going to do this particular activity on Monday. We're going to do whatever it is on Monday. Monday it is. I need to do what I say and stick with it. Not necessarily procrastination for me, but for the sake of my kids. So, like I said, if I say we're going to do, I don't know, it's World Bubble Day, I don't know, something like that. And I say we're going to do something and they get excited about that, we're going to do it. And there's no procrastination. There's no, we'll do it later, we'll do it this. No, we're going to do it. And so doing what I say and not procrastinating my plans, and not procrastinating my lessons, whether it be something that they have to do or something extra that I've wanted to tack on, not procrastinating. I can't tell you enough from the start of the year when I kind of really started focusing on procrastination, what it has done to just my overall sense of accomplishment, if you will. Getting things checked off. Now, this can be anything from house related or, any other aspect of your life. But procrastination, when you check those things off, check those boxes and get things done, or, calling, making payments that you don't want to make, making appointments you don't want to make, whatever it is, when you check those boxes off, there is such a sense of accomplishment. It's very weird because it can be the smallest thing, but it keeps you going, and it keeps you going, okay, well, I got this done. Let me go and do this. And let me go and do this now. And let me go and do this now. So in homeschooling, when you check those boxes and you know that you're on track and you know that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, it just makes things go a lot smoother. So it kind of all rolls all together. I really feel like working on procrastination in my personal life has helped, in homeschool as well. But I really, really want to focus on that in homeschool. The fun activities. So, like I said, World Bubble Day, for example. I don't know. There's like there is a bubble bath day or something, National Bubble Bath Day or whatnot. Any of those little things, and you can go on Pinterest and actually there is a list of, and I know there's plenty of lists because I feel like people are constantly making up these little holidays, but doing those fun things and mixing those into your homeschool day, I want to be intentional about that. I have done that before where I have like written a list and said, or written it on my calendar, and my kids get excited about it and I'm like, oh no, we got to go here, and we end up not doing it. So I really want to focus on the extra things that I don't have to focus on. But it just makes homeschool more fun. It makes it more enjoyable, especially for my littles. I mean, my big kids too, but my little kids is mostly probably. And I want to really focus on that because that is a part of school that you would not get in public school. And so, in the big scheme of things, we're doing this because we're not like public school. And so I want to do things that set us apart. And I think that I want to just like stick with it. And if I can just keep up with it and maybe giving myself, doing month to month, like, I don't know, National Pizza Day or National Donut Day or whatever it might be. And, I can pick and choose obviously, but intertwining those things into our regular homeschool days just makes it that much more enjoyable. Making good use of time. So, we're all guilty of sitting and scrolling Facebook, scrolling Instagram, whatever. Pinterest. I'm horrible at that. Giving yourself like a time, like saying, okay, I can scroll while, a kid is napping, give me 30 minutes or something, or 15 minutes to scroll. Making good use of my time. And, if I have lessons that I need to prepare for, if I have activities that I need to prepare for, getting those things done first and then allowing myself that extra time. I have said before that in my self-care video, I will link that I don't require a lot of me time. I just don't. I never have. And I mean, maybe when I was, a lot younger. But since kids, I really don't require a lot of me time, ironically. But my me time is in the evening after they're in bed, and I can sit and scroll mindlessly if I need to or want to, whatever. And, Amazon things or order things, whatever I need to do. That is my time. And so I can push all that to the end of the day. And if I'm too tired, then that means I'm too tired and I go to bed. And, what's the big deal? I just didn't look at social media. So it's kind of pushing that mindless stuff to the end of the day, if I can, or giving myself a very limited amount of time during the day. I mean, I will check things like just throughout the day and make sure I didn't get a text message or make sure I didn't get a phone call that I missed or whatever. I do check my phone frequently because I need to, or an email or whatever. Because, with me being the person that pays bills and, communicates with people and stuff like that, I have to make sure that I keep up with this stuff. I can't wait till the end of the day and not answer an email that was about an appointment for tomorrow. So I have to keep up with that. But the extra stuff, like I said, the Pinterest, sitting on Pinterest and all this stuff. Now I do a lot when my youngest is napping because it's just easier. So I will, after lunch, I put him down if we're home, and I will, look at what I need to look at. I will, browse for a minute, and I'm okay with that. but just being intentional and recognizing that I'm not going to sit there for an hour or two and scroll. You just have to keep focus on that. And make sure, because that is not obviously the best use of your time when you are at home and there are a bunch of other things that you could be doing. So being intentional, making good use of your time. And then finally, being intentional and making sure that everyone stays on track. That was kind of an issue that I had this year. I had one kid that kind of went into the summer having to finish their math. And so, it is what it is. I gave them the option to either finish, the beginning of the summer, or we can pause it and then start back over at the start of the new year. But they didn't want to do that because then it would, it's not a new fresh start. You're dragging that on. So we decided to just kind of keep going and do lessons and finish it in the beginning of the summer. But making sure that everyone stays on track. So, we do not require anything, they do not require anything in Texas, the state does not, for recording and any number of days for schooling. You don't have to do any of that. And so it's kind of, I don't know, it's good and bad, because you have to rely on yourself to stay on track and to make sure that they stay on track. And so with, saying I have this many lessons, how many do I need to do? Do it per month if you need to, as opposed to I have, 130 lessons and this many months to do it. Break it down into smaller, months. I need to do at least 30 lessons or 20 lessons this month, and then check that off. And then you can stay on track in a smaller chunk of time. Because then you kind of get caught at the end of the year and you're scrambling if you are not on track and you missed a bunch of days for whatever reason, and it just isn't super fun. So being intentional with making sure that I am aware of how many lessons they have, and at the end of the month, are we where we need to be, where we should be, in order to finish when we want to finish. So those are kind of the four, I guess, avenues that I want to look at as it relates to being intentional with time, being intentional with activities, being intentional with everything, homeschool related, being intentional with getting stuff prepared. I sometimes tend to wait till the last minute to get it prepared, or I start super early and then I forget, and then I'm like scrambling at the end. So preparing and making sure that I have everything, school supplies have already started to come out at stores, and just making sure that I have what I need and ordering what I need to do to start on time. So let me know if you have any questions down below, guys, and I will see you next time. Take care.